Background courtesy of Photographs of a Mad Richard. Link in the description.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have for you yet another basket of crud from my battle with Beelzebub, the Lord of the Flies. Yes, indeed. Okay. I believe this is from my hallway here. For those of you who are uninitiated, what happened was that I was injured and unable to clean up after myself. And so, my house is a terrible mess, and I have a fly problem. Now, there's a fly problem outside of my house, which is probably where the flies are coming from. But I also have a fly problem inside of my house because I have animals like Wolf here, and I got too many gloves there. And I was too badly hurt to properly clean my house. And once it starts to go, oh man, it is not easy. And I am depressed and I'm working 7 days a week. So it's also not easy. So I make these videos to motivate me and because people seem to enjoy watching them. We start with a old pooped on, cats have pooped on this envelope. Goes into the trash. Where's my redemption box? Partially full redemption box. Let's start throwing stuff, or not redemption, but recycling. Let's start throwing stuff in there. Cat food cans. I let the cats clean out the can, okay? So they eat the last of the food. If I don't do that, you wind up with a lot of stinky garbage. Okay, redemption recyclables, which you get money for, go towards an orphanage. So I'm putting that one in my redemption. This one's another can. See, this is recyclable. It is a category 1, I think. We have a tape measure that obviously needs to be cleaned. Everything needs to be cleaned with it at this point, but more cat food cans. There's another box of recycling to go into the recycling bin. Now, people have asked, why don't you, or people have suggested, just throw it all out. Just start throwing everything out. And the answer to that is very simply that, for one, I may need a tape measure in the future. Everything costs money, and what I will recover from this adds up. And two, I would fill my trash bin in an hour, and that would solve nothing. Okay, this is actually recent trash. It was been in this room, and I laid it on top of the basket to get rid of it. Recyclable, actually. It's an area with a lot of cat food cans, because I have a lot of cats. Redemption. Yeah, this was all in my hallway. And part of the problem is that I don't pick up the cat food cans after I feed my animals, because I want to get the last of the cat food out of them. But part of the problem is also I have so much trash everywhere that at this point I just don't care. Apathy. It's my kryptonite. McDonald's trash. And I mean, it's like, yeah, you know, what's the point of is there much of a point to salvaging this? The tape measure, you don't use tape measures that often. They're not expensive. Well, yeah, but it adds up, is the thing. Now here's something that's really questionable. This is just a bookend. You know. It's got some goo from the McDonald's bag on it. I had a McFlurry. And it's like it's a little on the bent side. It's clearly got garbage. And if this is salvageable, it would actually have to be put in the dishwasher to properly clean it. Another box, recyclables. I have a lot of these cat food boxes stored up for my recyclables. Wrapper, trash. Yeah. Recycle. I'm getting eager to throw things out. That's a good sign. That's trash, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm just discombobulated. We have a can of what was water. It's redemption. Recycle. Almost everything in this box, because of where it came from, goes in either the trash. We have a wood box. This was in a box in my hallway, but it was almost all of what was in the box in the hallway. And it's an old cigar box. Inside you have some of my collection of glass clowns, so obviously I'm keeping those. You know, this is one of those things that can certainly be salvaged. More cat metal. Wolf is trying to get in the box. Garbage. Garbage. Some old Q-tips. More cans. More cans. More cans. Okay, this is a metal fitting. So it's technically recyclable, but I don't know what it's from. So I'm going to hang on to that. Oh. The piston bill from the gas company. I'm going to toss that away. An old instructional book of some kind. This is from my insurance company here. And it should be shredded. Yeah, it's a bill, but it should be shredded. Water bill. I pay my bills online. Metal. This is an art pen. A toy firearm from a doll. And then we have, for the most part, just detritus that goes in the trash. Alright. So out of all that, this is what I'm keeping. You can tell that was a lot of garbage. And this is why I have a problem, is that all of that garbage was in my house. And I hadn't thrown it away, I hadn't put it in the recycling bin, etc., etc. So here I am going to have to take a trip out to the recycling bin now. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Oogog, ergonog,
Daniel Ducky say YouTube gods need long outro so I can tell you comment, like, and subscribe so that this channel can pull trash out of ocean by buying matrices from For Ocean. Also, links to new video now appear. Comment, like, and subscribe, or be cursed by Ukatha. Danger Ducky approves.